This is why record label can become complacent in further pushing an artist. So the second tweet that caught my attention was the tweet of where he said, where he tweeted it, where he posted it. He said the record label is using his money to further push other artists or new artists. Now let me make it clear, right? A record label is a business model. Starting up a record label is to what? It's a business, right? And for you, the first artist that came into the business, right? Have you asked yourself, where did your funding come from? Where did your Hey, greetings, young kings and queens. Greetings. I bring you greetings from overseas. Greetings from overseas. Man, we there here, them not there here. I almost telling. Alright, that was just by the way. Good morning. Hey. This is the third episode of Year for the Culture with your boy St. Francis Xavier. Kindly make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Kindly make sure that you're following St. Francis Xavier on IG for more entertainment news or updates and for more trending. No, fuck it. Let's do it again, bro. Greetings, young kings and queens. Greetings. I bring you greetings from overseas. Greetings from overseas. It's your young boy, young man, Sterling. Yo, that was just by the way. This is another episode of Year for the Culture with your boy, St. Francis Xavier. Kindly make sure you're following TrendsO'clock on all socials, and kindly make sure you're following me too as well on Instagram at StFX or St. Francis Xavier. Yeah, what is it about this episode? This episode is about Nigerian Afrobeat superstar Ruga. Yeah, we're coming to talk about Ruga. You know, Ruga he parted ways with his former record label, Jonzing, right? So yesterday, he publicly criticized them online, on X. So he brought out a lot of grievances, right? He voiced his grievances. There are a lot. So, but there is this two particular tweets that caught my attention. One, which being first of all, this is what the tweet said. He first of all appreciated his former record label, Jonzing, for introducing him to this world. Right, that's a great thing. That's a great way to start. All right, yeah. So he first of all appreciated them for bringing him into the world, introducing him into the world. Me say bring him. Ade, or any mommy, So yeah, for introducing him into the world. But his problem with the record label is that they became too comfortable with the money that they are making from him as an artist signed to their record label, right? And he doesn't see himself signing another 5 years of contract in that record label with no action. You know, every artist's dream is to get to the next phase of their life, to project higher, to push further. You get me? So this is what I understand. This is what I understand, and this is why I don't fully blame him if this is his reason, right? Because it is important to prioritize your artistic growth and ambitions, right? And it becomes necessary if you think the record label your current record label is not putting in that much action or much effort in pushing you, or you see that they are not aligning with your goals. It is necessary to explore other options, right? That is why I don't blame him for taking the decision if this is his reason. Someone might ask, or someone would ask, why would a record label become too comfortable? I'll give you probably 3 reasons why a record label can become complacent in pushing an artist, right? But looking at artists like Ruga is not small. We've seen how Ruga started. We've seen how he was discovered, what he has become, how he has evolved. So an artist like him, he transitions. He doesn't want to stay at one place. You could see that the anger is still in him, bro. The street anger is still in him. So he wants to see himself get to the next level of success. So if he's not getting that from the record label, then yeah, he has to leave. And that is what he just did. But sometimes you get caught in your emotions, and you can start spewing a lot that sometimes too affects the image of the record label, because the record label too has to maintain their image, because this is business. Do you understand? So some of the reasons why a record label can become complacent in pushing you as an artist, one is lack of motivation. This happens to you and I watching. It sometimes happens because when you start a business, and the motive of the business, aside just making a product and pushing it out there, right? Why do you push it out there? To make profit. So the motive of a business firstly is what? Profit making. And some people become complacent or be self-satisfied when they are making a significant profit in their businesses. Do you get me? So this could be the case whereby a record label might become reluctant in further pushing an artist. So lack of motivation. Second of all is financial risk aversion, right? The record label may fear to push in additional resources on the artist, which may not yield significant returns on investment. Remember ROI when you do your marketing, return on investment is very key for brands. It's very key, right, for companies. Because let's take it in the aspect of influencer marketing. When a brand reaches out to you, right, they reach out to you because they see that you align with their sole purpose. They've done their digging and they've come to you. Now, they are putting money on you, the brand, to promote the company or to either promote a product. So in this case, what the company or the brand is expecting from you, the influencer, is to make returns on investment, right? Let's not go return on investment and also bring trafficking for their websites or their other social media platforms. Let's not go deep into this. Let's bring it. Let's bring it down, to whatever that is happening right now. So, thirdly, another cause that can make a record label become comfortable in further pushing an artist is or contractual obligations. Contractual obligations in the sense that the terms of an artist's contract with a record label may not prioritize further pushing him. When that happens, the record label will come with reluctant, because it is not their obligation to further push you to that level you envision yourself. But if that is the case with Ruger, remember that he had the opportunity to renegotiate his contract with Jonzing World. So in that instance, he could, if with this opportunity given to him, if that is the case of contractual obligations, whereby the record label doesn't in the terms of the record the contract, they don't prioritize further pushing you. He could renegotiate to suit him for a record label to further push him. But you can see that in this instance, it's more than what I'm saying. It's more than contractual obligations. I'm sure. I'm very sure. Do you get me? It could be the case. Yeah. Let me not say I'm very sure, but it could be the case. That these are some of the 3 reasons why a record label can become complacent in further pushing an artist. So the second tweet that caught my attention was the tweet of where he said, where he tweeted it, where he posted it and said, the record label is using his money to further push other artists or new artists. Now, let me make it clear, right? A record label is a business model. Starting up a record label is to what? It's a business, right? And for you, the first artist that came into the business, right? Have you asked yourself, where did your funding come from? Where did your investment come from? It could come from loans. It could come from, an outside investor. Do you understand? So for them to start with this capital on you, the aim is to make profit. So they've made significant profit for you, right? So making this significant money from you, it is advisable if they want to continue to be in business and continue to compete and be at the apex and to be known as the vacuum or the record label that makes stars. They have to allocate those monies made from you as their own, because there's a split. Do you get me? So once there is a split, the percentage that they are making from you is theirs. So it is advisable for them to allocate their resources in developing and growing new and promoting new artists. Let me add growing, because it's very important. You don't just develop, you develop and you grow the artists and you promote them too as well, essentially. So yeah. Do you understand? But maybe not. In the case of Ruger, what he meant by putting out that post or that tweet is maybe he could still have some money with the record label, and he's not happy that the record label is pushing artists within their roster and they are not giving him the money. Do you understand? Maybe, maybe not. Right? That could be the case. But for me, what I understand about record labels is that it's a business, and for them to still run effectively and efficiently in business, they have to what? Allocate resources on new artists within their roster. You understand? So that is the case of Ruger and his former record label. But anyways, he came out to apologize. He publicly came out to apologize to his former record label because he had industry players or executive calling to tell him that it's not looking good. So he should apologize to the to his former record label, which he did. Which he did it. Right? He said we should. He got caught up. He got caught up in his emotions. So we should pardon him. Yeah. So it's understandable. You know, it's understandable. Sometimes you start with a record label, you know, they did their absolute best to push you out there, and it's your first with them. Do you get me? So you wish that things would run smoothly so that you further continue with them and they'll push you globally. When it doesn't happen, you know, the frustration sets in because you ask yourself, when I leave here, will I still make records? Will I still be big? Will I still go on world tours? Do you get? It's a lot, bro. Bro, mentally it's draining. Emotionally, it is draining. So I understand when he grieved about his former record label. Do you get me? So yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, kindly make sure you subscribe to TrendsO'clock, follow TrendsO'clock on all social media platforms for more. You know, peace. Have a good day.